Hi, we're here at the Australian Microsoft TechEd 2010, and I have Richard Campbell across from me now. Again, not a man that needs much of an introduction. Anybody that has done .NET or looked at .NET or can spell .NET pretty much knows his name from .NET Rocks. Thanks for coming down here, Richard.
My pleasure, Brian. It's nice to see you.
Excellent. What are you guys doing down here? I mean, it seems almost far-fetched if we see people like you guys at
Australian TechEd.
Got lost. Took a left turn.
I thought this was San Diego. It was Andrew Coates and Christian Longstaff who approached Carl and I and said, "What do we got to do to get you down to TechEd in Australia?" We said, "Ask us." Yeah. You know, we love getting in front of an audience. Both. I don't know if you've noticed. Yeah. Carl and I, we really enjoy this work. We have a lot of fun, and
yes.
so. Generally, people ask us if we can go somewhere. We'll go if we can fit in the schedule and it makes economic sense. And we're not asking for a fortune. And,
no.
You know, if our costs are covered, we'll go.
Fantastic.
And more is better as far as we're concerned. We've found that that's the chance to actually get face to face with the listeners and to meet new folks, maybe get some new listeners along the way. And we come up with 104 .NET Rocks a year. We're always looking for ideas, and I get more ideas in a place like this than anywhere else.
Okay,
so,
fair enough.
For me, it's very exciting, and the secret is that I was actually born in New Zealand. I have family here. I have my uncle's up in Noosa Bay, and I've got a couple of cousins in Sydney and a couple in Melbourne.
Oh, you're local then?
I'm a local. Yeah, I don't sound like it, but actually I'm a local. The family farm is in Tauranga in New Zealand.
Wow.
So next week when we're over there, I'll be visiting with them.
I did not know that.
No, there you go.
That's the first
my uncle's always, every time I see him, he's like, when you come to your senses and move home, there's a piece of land over there you can build a house on.
Excellent.
But, I'm raising my kids in Canada, and I'm not going anywhere, but I'll come and visit more often.
Excellent. Obviously, you've been to every imaginable place in the world by now, and every TechEd days.
Not all of them.
Not all of them?
I'd like to do them all, but there's a couple left. We're still working on a few more. We had an offer to go to South Africa this year, but we couldn't make it fit the schedule, so we'll try again next year. Love to go. For me personally, I want to go anywhere I haven't been. I mean, there's 190 to 200 countries in the world, depending on which borders you're looking at. I've seen 65 of them, and I'd like to get the rest done.
Wow.
I want to see them all.
That's a feat in itself.
Yeah. Well, I love to explore. My question is, I'm always the next thing on the horizon. For me, that's what I like.
Excellent. Now, Australian TechEd, a little bit different scale than North America.
It's not as big, but that's not a bad thing.
No?
This is a nice size where we're not waiting for food. The place isn't so big that it's in multiple time zones. The TechEd New Orleans this year in the U.S., if you were going to one of the rooms in the 400s, you were walking all the way to Texas. Like, it was just a huge, huge place. So I have no complaints. This is about 2,500 people plus staff. Yeah. There's lots of folks to talk to, lots of sessions going on. It's got the perfect feel. I would not want it any bigger.
Fantastic.
Beautiful show, and I'm looking forward to seeing New Zealand as well. It's going to be comparable size.
Yes, it will, definitely.
Yeah.
So what are you doing down here other than just meeting with people? Are you planning anything special for .NET Rocks? Or?
Well, we always want to pick up a few shows. So opportunities to meet local folks that are working on things that will make a good show. So we've got a couple of candidates that we're sorting through. And I took on the Christian and Andrew asked me if I would do TechEd 101, which is just sort of orienting people who've never been to a TechEd before about what's a hands-on lab, what's an instructor-led lab, difference between a breakout session, an interactive theater session, and so forth. So I did a few of those sessions for them, which was fun for me. I've done them in TechEd US as well. And I don't think we're doing any regular sessions here. We're doing some in New Zealand.
Okay, yeah.
It all depends on their schedule. We'll do anything. From our perspective, once we're on site, we just want to work. And so Carl's playing music at the lunch break, entertaining the folks. I'm sure he'll be involved in the jam session, if not plain old running it, because he's just a remarkable musician. And I spend a lot of my time planning content, both for the show and for a number of different conferences, including TechEd. And so I end up chatting with the TechEd organizers a lot about techniques around shows and different topics.
Excellent. Well, Richard, thank you very much for some time out.
I think they're playing us out, Brian.
They are. They're giving us a hint here. Well, thank you very much, Richard. It was definitely a pleasure, and we are very happy from the Australian community to see you guys down here.
We'll be back.
I certainly hope so.
Back
certainly
more
hope so.
often.
Fantastic.
Thanks.